G, and I request you to keep that energy high right through the rest of the next 2 or 3 hours. On stage, we have our very own Director General, Sri Shantamanu IAS. Director General NIFT, can we give her a warm round of applause? Dr. Vandana Narang is Dean Academics and has been a part of your journey over the last 4 years. Could you please welcome her with a warm round of applause? Someone who has looked after you like a parent, no less, is Dr. Pavan Godiawala, Director NIFT Mumbai. Let's have a round of applause for him. And joining us on stage, we've got Professor Dr. Rupa Agrawal, Head Cluster and Faculty of the Department of Master Design. Our Director General NIFT is an IAS officer of the 1991 batch of the Jammu and Kashmir cadre. After several key assignments, he took charge as Development Commissioner Handicrafts on the 15th of May, 1917, and was also entrusted with leading the National Institute of Fashion Technology in July 2019. Sri Shantamanu is truly a multifaceted person. He's a qualified instructor in the art of living and also holds a senior diploma in instrumental music, more specifically in playing the Hawaiian guitar. A true leader, a man of integrity, principle, and great dynamism. Please do put your hands together and a warm welcome to Sri Shantamanu, IAS, our Director General. I'll request Professor Dr. Pavan Godiawala, Director NIFT Mumbai, to kindly welcome Sri Shantamanu. Over a sojourn of 4 years at NIFT, whether offline or online, she has been an integral part of our growth. When we entered the Institute as young talent, to now when we graduate as near accomplished designers. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please put your hands together in a warm round of applause and welcome to Professor Dr. Vandana Narang, Dean Academics. I shall request Mr. Kushal Jangid, Joint Director NIFT Mumbai, to kindly welcome Professor Dr. Vandana Narang. Requesting those of you at the back to kindly be seated right through. At this point in time, I'd like to recognize the presence of Ms. Meher Castellino, an eminent personality from the world of fashion, a person I personally call the diva of fashion. Welcome, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to begin by presenting awards for each of the 8 programs and courses we offer at NIFT Mumbai. We present these awards for 2020 and the class of 2021. We begin with the class of 2020. For fashion design, the most commercially viable design intervention, please welcome Sunaina Dash. For accessory design, the most exemplary application of design methodology, Miss Manvi Mehta. For fashion technology, the most innovative project, Mr. Adish Jain. For fashion technology, most innovative project, Ms. Astha Sharma. For fashion technology, the most commercially viable project, Ms. Shivani Gupta. For fashion design, the best graduation project, Ms. Anjali Bharti. For fashion design, the best use of traditional skills in contemporary styling, Ms. Kriti Das. For textile design, the best graduation project, second prize, Ms. Bhakti Tulsian. For textile design, the best graduation project, third prize, Mr. Siddhant Abnave. For fashion communication, the most innovative graduation project award, Ms. Swakshari Somakumar. For knitwear design, the best graduation project, Ms. Yashi Bothra. Best graduation project, knitwear design, Ms. Yashi Bothra. Knitwear design, best design collection, Ms. Udita Sonavane. Accessory design, best graduation project, Ms. Sunanya Dash. Ms. Sunaina Dash. Accessory design, the most commercially viable design intervention, Sunaina Das. She has already collected that award. Am I right, Sunaina? Yeah. Accessory design, best graduation project, Sunaina Das. Design space, best design innovative project, Ms. Anuja Sukhwal. Design Space, Best Post-Graduation Project Award, Ms. Sumedha Bhagwatula. Master of Fashion Management, Best Graduation Project, Marketing and Retail. Best Post-Graduation Project, Marketing and Retail, Ms. Dillu Paul. Fashion Design, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, first prize, Ruchita Kar. Fashion Design, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Vaishali Dudeja. Textile Design, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, first prize, Himakshi Devi. Textile Design, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Paresha Bedi. Paresha Bedi. Okay, we move on. Fashion Communication, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, first prize, Mohit Verma. Fashion Communication, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Drishya Subramaniam. Knitwear Design, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, first prize, Lisa Jarwal. Knitwear Design, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Stevina Rachel Jacob. Accessory Design. Is that Stevina coming on stage? Okay, fine. Accessory Design, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, first prize, Khyati Garg. Accessory Design, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Sunaina Dash. Sunaina, if you could please sit near the stage. Okay. So that's Sunaina Dash. Her third award today, Accessory Design NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize. Fashion Technology, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Astha Sharma. Design Space, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, first prize, Namrata Singh. Design Space, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Mr. Dhirendra Kumar. Fashion Design, the Persis Kambata Award for Excellence in Accomplishment, Scholarship and Character, Miss Aishani Srivastava. Fashion Design, the Meher Castellino Award for the Most Innovative Garment Construction, which will set a new trend, Sharon Rodericks. Fashion Design, Most Creative and Innovative Design Collection. Okay, we've got these awards for students who are not here. They couldn't make it here because they were tied up. I'd like to announce the awards. Fashion Design, Most Creative and Innovative Design Collection, Mr. Preetham Prasad. Most Creative and Innovative Design Collection, Ms. Janvi Gohil. Best Use of Traditional Skills in Contemporary Styling, Ms. Jomter Carlo. In Textile Design, Best Graduation Project Award, Shivangi Yogeshkumar Makwana. Fashion Communication Best Graduation Project Award, first prize, Anil Harote, Hansa Anil Harote. Fashion Communication Best Graduation Project, second prize, Quizanne D'Souza. Fashion Technology Best Graduation Project, Akshaya Ganesh. Fashion Technology Most Commercially Viable Project, Ms. Sanvriti Rana. Okay, what we will do is I will announce all these projects at the end. We move on to the Graduation Project Awards for the class of 2021. Fashion Design Best Design Collection, Ms. Ketan Sunaina Koshal. Fashion Design Most Innovative and Creative Design Collection, Carolyn Elizabeth Manesh. Best Use of Traditional Skills in Contemporary Styling, Ananya Praveen. Best Graduation Project, second prize, Naseemul Haq. Textile Design Best Graduation Project, third prize, Sri Lakshmi Sanal. Fashion Communication Best Graduation Project, first prize, Deepshika Shitole. Fashion Communication Most Innovative Graduation Project, Deepshika Shitole again. Knitwear Design Best Graduation Project, Rajni Ojha. Knitwear Design Best Design Collection, Aragya Rai. Accessory Design Best Graduation Project, Ms. Gokhale Tanvi Kedar. Accessory Design Most Commercially Viable Design Intervention, Natasha Narendra Singh Turkar. Accessory Design Most Exemplary Application of Design Methodology, Mr. Laudeep Shivhare. Is that Natasha coming up? Okay. And we have Mr. Laudeep Shivhare. Fashion Technology Best Graduation Project, Mr. Tejas Vilas Shirore. Also winning the Best Graduation Project for Fashion Technology, Mr. Gagan Singhvi. Fashion Technology, the Most Innovative Project, Mr. Kethireddy Mani Reddy. Fashion Technology, the Most Innovative Project, also won by Mr. Sheshan K. Anand. Is that Sheshan Anand? Fashion Technology Most Commercially Viable Project, Miss Sachi Sapandoshi. Master of Design Space Best Design Innovation Project, Miss Kamalika Bhattacharjee. Master of Design Space Best Design Research Project, Miss Kokardekar Damani. Master of Design Space Best Post-Graduation Project Award, Ms. Jaya Advani. Master of Fashion Management, Best Post-Graduation Project in Marketing and Retailing, Ms. Devika Dewan. Master of Fashion Management, is that Devika coming up? Right, okay. Master of Fashion Management, Best Post-Graduation Project, Marketing and Retailing, Devika Dewan. Master of Fashion Management, Best Post-Graduation Project, International Business Export Merchandising, Anisha Perumbal. Master of Fashion Management, Best Post-Graduation Project, Entrepreneurship, Fashion Management Practices, Sumedha Agrawal. We now have the NIFT Meritorious Awards for 2021. Fashion Design NIFT Meritorious Student Award Rank 1, Mr. Devijaya. And the second prize is won by Sri Layar. We move on to Textile Design, the NIFT Meritorious Student Award. First prize, Tejasvi Kathe. Fashion Communication NIFT Meritorious Student Award. First prize, Arushi Garg. Fashion Communication NIFT Meritorious Student Award. Second prize, Pahini Agarwal. Pahini Agarwal. Knitwear Design NIFT Meritorious Student Award. First prize, Panvelwala Amina Mustafa. Knitwear Design NIFT Meritorious Student Award. Second prize, Urja Kumbhare. Accessory Design NIFT Meritorious Student Award. First prize, Natasha Singh Turkar. Accessory Design NIFT Meritorious Student Award. Second prize, Laudeep Shivare. Fashion Technology NIFT Meritorious Student Award. First prize, Vilas Shirore. Fashion Technology NIFT Meritorious Student Award. Second prize, Pankuri Srivastava. Master of Design Space NIFT Meritorious Student Award. First prize, Jaya Advani. Fashion Design, the Persis Kambata Award for Excellence in Accomplishment, Scholarship and Character, Ms. Priyanka Dasgupta. And Fashion Design, the Ms. Mayor Castellino Award for the Most Innovative Garment Construction, which will set a new trend, Ms. Kanupriya Yadav. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the felicitation of our alumnus. The greatness of an institute is measured. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been told that we love your energy right now, but when the Honorable Minister is here, and especially during the solemn procession and the lamp lighting, please retain and maintain decorum. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the greatness of an institute is measured by the contribution of its alumni in the task of transforming the world around them and making it a better and brighter place. At NIFT, our alumni have done us proud, blazing a trail of luminosity, writing success stories, and making a difference in the world around. We begin by felicitating 24 of our alumni who've been able to make it here for this wonderful occasion. And of course, our dignitaries are already on stage there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Anubhuti Beohar Sharma, Fashion Design. Alumni, where are you seated? If you could please move closer to the stairs, that would be nice. Ms. Anubhuti Beohar Sharma, Fashion Design. Come on, guys, give her a huge round of applause. We look forward to some of you coming up on stage and being felicitated in our convocations next year and the year after that. Mr. Pushpadeep Bhardwaj, Fashion Communication. Miss Zenil Shah, Bachelor of Fashion Technology. Miss Neha Shah, Bachelor of Fashion Technology. For knitwear design, we've got Miss Darshana Gajare. Knitwear design, Darshana Gajare. Okay, Pradnya Harale, knitwear design. Pradnya Harale. Okay, Devanshi Mehta Shah. Devanshi Mehta Shah, also knitwear design. Okay, Chitrang Gupta, F and LA. Ms. Aishwarya Enola, textile design. Aishwarya Enola, textile design. Bunny Bhatta, textile design. Is that Aishwarya? Yep. And Bunny behind you? From Fashion Communication, Yashni Kothari. From Fashion Communication, from Fashion Communication, Kamalpreet Saroy. From Fashion Communication, Stefolia Stephen. Stefolia Stephen. From Textile Design, Shalini Thakur. From Fashion Communication, Shonali Thakur. And from Textile Design, Archana Tiwari. Bachelor of Fashion Technology, Sumit Patra. We've got 3 more awards to be presented. For Fashion Communication, the Best Display Award 2021, Rama Kulkarni. For Knitwear Design, the Best Display, Arghya Rai. Arghya Rai. Not here? Okay. Textile Design Best Display Award, first prize, Ria Kothari. With that, we come to the end of the felicitations and the awards right now. I thank Shri Shantamanu, Dr. Vandan Narang, Dr. Pavan Godiwala, and Professor Dr. Rupa Agrawal. I would just like to name the winners of various awards who have not been able to be here today because of their various commitments. Rishi Raj, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, first prize, Fashion Technology. Divij Deswal, Best Design Research Project, Design Space. Master of Fashion Management, winner of the Best Academic Performance Award, Prerna Jain. Best Fashion Management Graduation Project, International Business Export Merchandising, Afreen Ansari. Master of Fashion Management, Best Post-Graduation Display Entrepreneurship Management Practices, Shweta Palve. Fashion Communication, NIFT Meritorious Student, second prize, Kathleen Lancelot. Fashion Communication, NIFT Meritorious Student, Niharika Mayuri. Fashion Communication, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, S.K. Kanuen Afzal. Master of Fashion Management, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, first prize, Prerna Jain. Master of Fashion Management, NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Smriti Thukral. This is for the 2020 batch. For the 2021 batch, Textile Design Best Graduation Project, Aditi Sharma. Fashion Communication Best Graduation Project, second prize, Saloni Mapsikar. Textile Design NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Aditi Sharma. Master of Design Space NIFT Meritorious Student Award, second prize, Sarvani Mukherjee. Textile Design Best Display Award, Aditi Sharma. Fashion Communication Best Display Award, Rama Rajesh Kulkarni. Knitwear Design Best Display. Okay, fine. These awards have been announced. Thank you very much. I sometimes have my tongue run faster than my mind, okay, so please excuse me for that. Okay, right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Chief Guest, the Honorable Minister, will be arriving very shortly, and he's being met in the foyer by our dignitaries. We will begin the convocation proper with a solemn convocation procession. May I request you to kindly rise when the procession enters until they take their place on stage and are seated. May I request students to kindly be seated. Only the faculty who are to come in procession should leave the auditorium and assemble outside. Among the faculty, all CCs and heads of the various departments should join the procession. All CCs and heads of various departments should join the procession. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India, is right now arriving and is being received by Shri Shantamanu IAS, our Director General, Professor Dr. Vandana Narang, Dean Academics, Professor Dr. Pavan Godiawala, Director NIFT Mumbai, Professor Dr. Rupa Agrawal, Head Cluster, and the faculty of our institute. And they will be welcomed to our convocation or Dishant Samaroha, the graduating class of 2020 and 2021 of NIFT Mumbai.
नगमे हैं, शिकवे हैं, किस्से हैं, बातें हैं। नगमे हैं, शिकवे हैं, किस्से हैं, बातें हैं। बातें भूल जाती हैं, यादें याद आती हैं। बातें भूल जाती हैं, यादें याद आती हैं। ये यादें किसी जाए यादें 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 नगमे हैं शिकवे हैं किस्से हैं बातें हैं बातें भूल जाती हैं यादें याद आती हैं ये यादें किसी दिल जानम के चले जाने के बाद आती हैं यादें 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 दुनिया में यूं आना दुनिया से यूं जाना आओ तो ले आना जाओ तो दे जाना यादें 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 बातें भूल जाती हैं यादें याद आती हैं ये यादें किसी दिल जान
Hello everyone, the minister has just arrived, so we'll request you all to maintain little silence for a while. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs and Food, and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India, has arrived and is being received by our dignitaries. Shri Shantamanu IAS, our Director General, Professor Dr. Vandan Narang, Dean Academics, Professor Dr. Pavan Godiwala, Director NIT Mumbai, and Professor Dr. Rupa Agarwal, Head Cluster. Senior members of the faculty are also in the foyer to receive the Honorable Minister as we get ready for this convocation or Dishant Samaroha. ओ अच्छा
गाड़ी में से एक ही आदमी होता है।
ओके ओके ओके
ये सामने बैठे ये प्रेस वाले हैं कि कौन है पता नहीं।
नहीं जो यहाँ पर मुफर ना यहाँ पर नहीं वो फर्स्ट यहाँ पर रोड टी
हाँ ठीक
दैट इज दोस आर एक्चुअली द वीआईपी रोड्स
Now we will go a bit slow ना
yeah now we'll go slow now we'll go slow ये first we had to finish before 4 o'clock that's right
हाँ गोयल मैडम नहीं मालूम कौन पहचानता है गोयल मैडम को क्या मालूम ना
इसमें in this part एक ही award है
एक ही अवार्ड
बाकी सब in a bunch
यस लेकिन आप पहले उनको वेलकम करेंगे कि पहले लाइटिंग ऑफ लैंप होगा
no I will announce solemn procession they will come up here then lighting of the lamp straight away
लाइटिंग ऑफ
I
द
think
लैंप
we go straight for lighting of the lamp okay
ओके फॉलोड बाय सरस्वती वंदना
yeah no, Saraswati Vandana at the same time
ओके
you know I've seen while our students sing Saraswati Vandana
पहले पहले दिया जलाएंगे दिया जलेगा तब सरस्वती हाँ पहले सर हैं बट ऑब्वियस ठीक है उसके बाद तो सुनता हूँ
all the best all the best everybody okay bye ladies and gentlemen let us all rise to our feet as the solemn convocation procession makes its way to the dais. Leading the convocation procession is our chief guest, Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs and Food, and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India. We also have Shri Shantamanu IAS, Director General NIFT and Development Commissioner, Professor Dr. Vandana Narang, Dean Academics, Professor Dr. Pavan Godiwala, Center Director NIFT Mumbai, Professor Dr. Rupa Agrawal, Head Cluster and Faculty of the Master of Design Program, and Senior Faculty in the procession. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, the Honorable Minister. Kindly be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, namaskar, और इस दीक्षांत समारोह में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है. Let us begin by lighting the ceremonial lamp and invoking the blessings of the Almighty as our students sing the Saraswati Vandana. I shall request our Chief Guest, Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India, to kindly lead us in lighting the ceremonial lamp, accompanied by Director General NIFT, Shri Shantamanu IAS, Dean Academics, Professor Dr. Vandana Narang, Center Director, NIFT Mumbai, Professor Dr. Pavan Godiwala, Professor Dr. Rupa Agrawal, Head Cluster. Thank you to our students, Ria Ramachandran, Anushka Khale, Kunain Zehra, Namrata Tanwar, and Sharari Mahajan for that beautiful rendition of the Saraswati Vandana. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and students. On behalf of Sri Shantamanu IAS, Director General, National Institute of Fashion Technology, welcome to the convocation of NIFT Mumbai for the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021. We are honored and privileged to have as our chief guest Sri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India. I shall request Sri Shantamanu IAS, Director General, NIFT, to kindly welcome and felicitate our Honorable Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, a symbolic gesture of going green, a potted plant. And here's something with even more significance and meaning. It's a tie with Pasi Gara embroidery. Pasi Gara embroidery is the most exquisite form of India's finest hand embroidery, also referred to as painting with a needle. This product is an outcome of artisan awareness workshops. The artisans interacted with industry experts and students to get the pulse of the current market, and these inputs help the artisans create a luxury handcrafted product. I shall request Professor Dr. Pavan Godiwala, Center Director, to kindly felicitate Sri Shantamanu, IAS Development Commissioner, Handicrafts, and Director General, NIFT. I shall request a Professor Dr. Rupa Agrawal to kindly welcome Professor Dr. Vandana Narang, Dean Academics, NIFT. Thank you. मैं प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर पवन गोदियावाला, निर्देशक निफ्ट मुंबई से गुजारिश करूंगा कि आप निफ्ट मुंबई की एकेडमिक रिपोर्ट पेश करें.
Respected Honorable Minister of Textile, Government of India, Shri Piyush Goyal ji, DG NIFT, Shri Shantmanu sir, Dean Academic, and other dignitaries on and off the dais, industry partners, press and media representatives, faculty members and staff of NIFT Mumbai, and my dear students. Good evening and very warm welcome to this long-awaited convocation ceremony of NIFT Mumbai for the batch of 2020-2021. NIFT Mumbai over these years has been focused on not only on creating a collaborative learning environment where all the students can thrive, but also has been playing an instrumental role in creating individuals who are capable of creating connections across the diverse human societies, communities, and cultures, stand up for the social justice, and foster the social change. National Institute of Fashion Technology, NIFT, was set up in 1986 for providing a skilled and professional human talent to the textile and apparel industry. It was made a statutory institute in 2006 by an act of the Indian Parliament with the President of India as a visitor. NIFT currently has 17 campuses all across the country and offers various degrees, diploma, certificate program, and PhDs. NIFT Mumbai started its journey from a small transient campus of Tata Mill compound in 1995, and today it is spread across the 10 acre of land in Navi Mumbai with a built-up area of around 38,000 square meter, with a state-of-the-art infrastructure and residential facility for the students. NIFT ranked as 11 on his list of the best fashion schools in the world for 2022. NIFT Mumbai has been ranked at the second position successively for the 3 years in the list of the top ranking fashion colleges by India's premier ranking agencies. NIFT Mumbai also secured the third place in the Global Impact Ranking 2021, which is based on the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations. NIFT Mumbai has a strong team of NIFT Mumbai has a strong team of 48 in-house faculty members and more than 128 visiting faculty members. NIFT Mumbai currently offers 6 undergraduate 4-year degree programs and 2 postgraduate 2-year programs. It is in this convocation ceremony, 306 students of 2020 batch and 321 students of 2021 batch are going to be conferred their degrees. In spite of the challenges posed by the pandemic, NIFT Mumbai team has rigorously worked to maintain its standards, and I would like to highlight some of the notable achievements of the NIFT Mumbai during these 2 years. NIFT Mumbai published a e-book, Utung, developed by the students inspired from the life of Mahatma Gandhi ji. NIFT Mumbai students have participated in and won the numerous contests like Woolmark Run Challenge, Asian Designer Week, IKEA Dubai Fashion Show, Tussar Silk View Design Competition, International Emerging Design Awards, Verified Influencer on Amazon India, Fila Sneakers Design Championships. They have written more than 7 research papers, secured projects and scholarship with international exposure like Volkswagen, Jimmy Choo, Clarity Design Conference San Francisco, Dropbox Design Mentorship, Euro IA UX Conference, Berlin, and many more. I am happy to announce that we have been able to bring the industry exposure in the classroom through multiple live projects. A large number of students have benefited from the virtual live projects opportunities to complete their work and classroom teaching in industrial environment in the area of range development for retails, intervention of the rural livelihood generations, development of the mobile apps, user research, and various other emerging areas. NIFT Mumbai has been achieving significant milestones in the area of R&D infrastructure creation and aims to become the hub of innovation, scientific exploration, cutting-edge design, and knowledge creation. It aims to become the source of talented human resources that can be contributed to the socio-economic development of the country and make it self-reliant. Some of the notable initiatives which has been sanctioned and funded by the Ministry of Textile, Government of India in collaboration with the head office is India Size Projects, Vision X, Smart Wearable System, Incubators and Incubation, and Fashion and Lifestyle Accessory Incubator. NIFT Mumbai has been successfully working on the research area, impact of private label and national brand on customers' apparel buying attitude under the Tata Trend NIFT Mumbai Retail Chair, and the research is in the very advanced stage. The campus in the process of adding another 6,000 square meter of the built-up area in 25 acre of the land as the part of the R&D activity and other academic endeavors. Academic progression is the backbone of any academic organization. NIFT Mumbai faculty fraternity is continuously working towards upgrading their existing knowledge base. During this period, 2 faculty members have completed their PhD and 11 faculty members have been pursuing their PhD. During this period, 11 research papers were presented by the faculty member at the various international conferences. and 20 research papers were presented by the faculty members at the various national conferences during this pandemic time. A total 66 faculty members of NIF Mumbai attended and organized training for training programs in the domain of the visual merchandising, anthropometry and sizing, digital marketing, social media marketing, e-commerce, AI and IoT, big data, business analytics, sportswear, textiles, mechatronic, luxury brand management. 20 faculty members have attended the international and national level conferences and exhibitions during this period, during this pandemic. NIF Mumbai faculty participated in more than 86 webinars and virtual exhibitions and the conference during this time. During this pandemic, NIF Mumbai organized 142 and 163 expert interaction in the academic year of 2021 respectively to ensure the industry-oriented practical input to its students. The enrollment in the continuous education program offered by the academic institute signifies the prime position held by the institute in the industry. 174 students enrolled for 9 CE programs for the academic year 2019-20, and even though the COVID-19 posed challenges in conducting the CE programs, NIF Mumbai team successfully conducted the classes in virtual mode to ensure the quality of the learning of the 70 CE students enrolled for the year 2021. NIF Mumbai has engaged in 24 ongoing projects with the industry and the clients like industry and the government, and the clients like Central Mode, Bangalore, Maha Mumbai Metro Corporation, Asai Kasai Japan Limited, Indian Oil Limited, KVIC, MSSIDC, Department of Education, UT of Daman and Diu, Director of Industries, Government of Maharashtra, Ustad Project under the Ministry of Minority Affairs. Students' activity are a major focus of the campus to ensure their holistic development during the period. The number of activities organized by the SDEC clubs in the physical and virtual mode during this year are as under. Cultural clubs organized 17 activities, literary club organized 10, sports club organized 12, and environment club organized 37 activities. The total 76 activities were organized by the various clubs during these last 2 years. NIF Mumbai has always put up the students' based interest in the center for all the strategic decision. As a part of the academic commitment, students in the final year undertake graduation project or dissertation. In spite of the pandemic, NIF Mumbai managed to provide industry-based graduation projects opportunities to all its students in the area like performance wear, athleisure, UI, UX, AI, social media marketing, craft revival, circular economy, to name the few. Virtual graduation ceremonies were organized by the NIF Mumbai for the students of both the batches. The ceremony was great success and was attended by the industry members, families, and friends of the students. In the academic year 2020, international internships were arranged for the 6 students and international graduation projects for the 7 students of NIF Mumbai. In spite of the challenges posed by the pandemic, internships were arranged in their virtual or hybrid mode for all the 300 students of all the academic department. Some of the notable colleges where our students participate for the action program are FIT New York, USA, ENSHAT France, Glasgow School of Arts, United Kingdom, Swiss Textile College Zurich, Switzerland, and Savannah College of Art and Design, Atlanta. Due to the restriction of the international travel due to pandemic, students were unable to avail this opportunity for the year 2021. Craft cluster initiatives are an inherent part of our curriculum, and during this period, 659 students and 35 faculty members of NIFT were directly involved with the 18 key clusters of the Maharashtra in multiple activities like field studies, craft research, documentation, craft-based product development, artisan awareness workshop, craft demonstration, and craft bazaar. A total of 12 craft-based events were organized at the campus in 2020. NIF Mumbai continued to lend its unwavering support to the artisan community even in the year 2021. During the pandemic, a total 18 craft-based activities were organized as a part of the various virtual outreach initiatives. With this, I would like to conclude my academic report with the following lines. कदम थक जाए पर कदम थक जाए पर इरादे थकने मत देना कदम थक जाए पर इरादे थकने मत देना मंजिल की राह से खुद को भटकने मत देना थैंक यू जय हिंद
Thank you, Professor Dr. Pavan Godiwala, for presenting the academic report. Ladies and gentlemen, under Dr. Pavan Godiwala's stewardship, NIFT Mumbai has attained many, many milestones and has a rich legacy to be proud of. I think you are all part of that legacy, so please give yourselves and your alma mater a huge round of applause. Thank you. I shall now request Mr. Mohit Verma of the Fashion Communication 2020 class to share his thoughts with us. He represents the student body out here. Mohit Verma.
Good evening, everyone. I, Mohit Verma, am humbled and honored to have the opportunity to express my thoughts on behalf of the batch of 2020 and 2021. Every beginning has an end, and every end is a new beginning. It's a relentless cycle seen in every aspect of our lives. Our college life is no exception, and we are to enter into the vast world of competitions, careers, and discoveries. Most of our life is a series of images. They pass us by like towns on the highways, but sometimes our moment stuns us as it happens. And we know that this instant is more than a fleeting image. We know that this moment, every part of it will live forever. How 4 years, or maybe plus 1 or 2, flown by that fast? Wow, it seems like yesterday that during our ice breaking, we were singing Nirma and sitting at the Nescafe waiting for our Maggie. I know that as I look out at all of you, we'll measure our time here in a much different way. We'll measure it in all the friendships we've enjoyed in our college life. Our college has taught us a lot of things. It has taught us the thrill of victory and agony of defeat, taught us to have faith in our own ideas and believe in oneself, taught us to be gentle with gentle people and tough enough to fight the world. It made us learn enough to step into the real world. I, on behalf of both the batches, would like to thank each and every member of NIFT Mumbai who has contributed in making a responsible person out of us. I would also like to thank Ministry of Textiles for their constant support. Thank you so much. I would also like to extend this achievement to all of our wonderful parents for their tireless dedication, love, support, and most importantly, for having patience. After all, we're not the easiest person to handle. As we'll walk out from here, our college will bear the stories of the most precious years of our life, our hearts filled with the best memories we could ever make. There were times we laughed, we cried, we screamed with joy and frustration. We participated as a team, won together. The excitement of all these moments we've shared are just priceless. As I step down from here, I would like to thank each and every teacher and friend of ours in helping us to make memories that will last a lifetime. To see you here in front of me, the last time all together is a picture I'm sure we all will treasure for a very long time. Today, we do not want you to say goodbye, because tomorrow when we stand there to become a part of an undiscovered world, we would look for those familiar faces who would throw their hands out and support us in our new journey. Thank you and very congratulations, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mohit Verma, for that, the very, very peppy and beautifully expressed thoughts that represent the thoughts of all our graduating students here. When you wake up in the morning, you have two choices. One is to go back to bed and dream. The other is to wake up and make those dreams come true. And as you leave the portals of your alma mater, I know each morning you'll be faced with that choice. You will dream and you will wake up. And those who have the courage to get up and pursue their dreams will be the achievers that NIFT is going to be proud of over the years. In Sanskrit, they have a saying, Swapnam Drashtam Dhairyam Karvama. We must dare to dream. And that is what we encourage you today. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall now request Professor Dr. Vandana Narang, Dean Academics, to administer the oath to the graduating students. May I request the graduating students to kindly rise, hold out their right hand, and repeat the oath after Professor Dr. Narang.
हम ये प्रतिज्ञा पहले हिंदी में लेंगे। मैं सभी ग्रेजुएट से कहूँगी कि खड़े हो जाएं, बाकी सब बैठ सकते हैं। मैं शपथ लेती हूँ कि मैं लगातार प्रयास करती रहूँगी कि मैं न्यायपूर्वक, सत्यनिष्ठा एवं जिम्मेदारी के साथ अपना व्यावसायिक कार्य करूंगी, कि मैं व्यक्ति विशेष की प्रतिष्ठा एवं व्यवसाय की अखंडता को बनाए रखूंगी, कि मैं अपने डिज़ाइन प्रबंधन एवं प्रौद्योगिक के ज्ञान का उपयोग संस्थान के सम्मान और वस्त्र परिधान एवं सहायक उद्योग जगत की सेवा के लिए करूंगी, और विस्तृत रूप से अपने देश और मानवता की उन्नति के लिए कार्य करूंगी। मैं अपने व्यवसाय में राष्ट्रीय मूल्यों और नैतिक आचार विचार का समर्थन करूंगी। We'll repeat this pledge in English. I hereby pledge that it shall be my constant endeavor to be fair, honest and diligent in the discharge of my duties as a professional, to uphold the dignity of the individual and integrity of the profession, to utilize my knowledge of design, management and technology for the glory of the institute and in the service of the textile, apparel and accessory industries, for the progress of my country and mankind at large. I will, in my profession, uphold the values and ethos of the nation. My blessings and best wishes to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Vandana Narang, for administering the oath to the graduating students of NIFT Mumbai, the classes of 2020 and 2021. Kindly take your seats. Our Director General NIFT is an IAS officer of the 1991 J&K cadre. With several key assignments, he took charge of the Development Commissioner Handicrafts on the 15th of May 2017 and took additional charge of leading NIFT in July 2019. Sri Shantamanu is a truly multifaceted person, a qualified instructor in the art of living. He also holds a senior diploma in instrumental music and enjoys playing the Hawaiian guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall now request Sri Shantamanu IAS Development Commissioner Handicrafts and Director General, the National Institute of Fashion Technology, to kindly address this convocation. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Shantamanu.
some people have fear of addressing people, but I have got fear of the height of podium. कि पता नहीं वो podium कितना ऊंचा होगा. But anyway, luckily, sir, podium is right enough for me, high enough. Honorable Minister of Textile, and sir is having so many other departments, but right now, today, he is here. Yeah, thank you very much. Honorable Minister for Textile, Commerce Industries, Food and Public Distribution, Shri Piyush Goyal ji, Dr. Vandana Narang, Dean Academics, Dr. Pawan Goriawala, Director NIFT Mumbai, and his entire team. Rupa Agrawal ji stage par hain. There are so many other faculty members who are sitting right here. Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the graduating students of 2020 and 2021. So very good evening to all of you. You know, sir, this convocation was to be held in January. I think it was on 10th of January. We had planned it on 10th of January. Then suddenly the third phase or Omicron that set in, and we had to change it. And in fact, this is the last convocation of 2021. Of all 16 other campuses, we have held convocations in the last 6-7 months. In fact, in the last 20 days, this is the 5th convocation we are attending. So for me, this is the 20th convocation. I don't know, I have lost count now. But for you, this is the convocation. I know this is the much awaited occasion, much awaited day for all of you. In fact, initially we had thought of holding it online, but then we got so many letters and emails, no online, offline ही करना है, जब भी होगा बाद में ही आएंगे, but offline करना है. So finally we are here. So out of 627 students, sir, we have 440. तो आज 440 वोल्ट का झटका यहाँ पे लगने वाला है, sir. So 440 of them have made it today. And I'm really glad to be here amongst all of them. I'm really thankful to Honorable Minister, sir. In fact, he has been taking so much keen interest in NIFT affairs. And through the NIFT activities, overall affairs of the textile ministry, textile sector of the country, that is very, very inspiring for all of us. And he has had several meetings with the alumni, with the faculty members, with our project team. And he has been always guiding us towards NIFT affairs. In fact, while we were sitting here, he was asking about the small affairs about the hostel, the canteen, and other things which really matter particularly for the students. I'm really thankful to you, sir, for sparing your time. And I know there were engagements before this, there are engagements after this also. So it is really fun to be with the students instead of other meetings which we have with officers like us. Because, okay. 2020 and 2021 batch, these are very, very important batch because 2020, this COVID set in. So last 2-3 months of the 2020 batch also was affected. Their studies were affected. Although they were in the field, they were either in the industry or the clusters. But 2021 batch, particularly last 1 year and 2 months, they had to attend classes also online. And that is why on this occasion, I would really like to thank the parents, the guardians, because they will also then become the part of our curriculum, part of our studies, because the students were at home. So let us have a big round of applause for the parents. Since I also belong to the same generation of their parents, so I know the pains and pleasures of having teenagers and the young adults at home. Just a couple of things I want to share at this juncture of your life, of your career. One is you must have at least 2 role models for you. You know, as I was told in my introduction, that for the last three years, I'm holding 2 charges, Development Commission Handicraft and DG NIFT. It really sometimes becomes difficult for me to handle 2 full-fledged offices, and they are differently located also in different locations in Delhi. But when I look up to Honorable Minister, sir, and there are so many others, he has got 5 departments under him. और जब उनको मैं देखता हूँ फिर लगता है अरे यार मैं तो कर ही लूँगा इसको. So what I mean to say, that you should always look up to those people whom you think they are much better than you, much better equipped than you, and make them your role model. So अभी से आप role model किसी को बना लोगे, those role model can be your senior, your some faculty or some senior in organization, anyone. But not one, make 2, so that you have better choices of qualities to acquire. That is one. Second is, of course, since I also teach yoga and pranayam and sudarshan kriya for last 2 decades. So I must say that you should do some physical exercise, some yoga, some jogging, some game. होता क्या है, कैरियर की शुरुआत में अपने काम में इतने जुट जाते हैं कि ये पीछे रह जाता है. You should not leave them behind. उसको साथ साथ आप करते रहो, and so that your body, your mind always becomes tuned, toned, and balanced. And of course, the last thing is that you must be connected to your roots, and the roots include your alma mater also. So alma mater doesn't mean only NIFT Mumbai, any NIFT. Now we have got 17. So wherever you are, the nearest NIFT is your NIFT. You can go there, you can interact with the faculty, you can go to the resource center, and better equip yourself with the latest trends. Naya kya ho raha hai? What is the latest policy of government? What is the latest theme which has come up? So with these words, I really wish you all great. And एक बार इतना तो बता ही दूँ आपको, मिनिस्टर साहब के सामने ही बताना अच्छा ज़रूरी रहेगा कि निफ्ट मुंबई का जो अपना एक स्टेटस है, निफ्ट दिल्ली तो खैर निफ्ट दिल्ली शुरुआत में ही था, that was the first one, but after that sir, although I treat all NIFT alike, because for me all the 17 are the same, they have the same status, and I should, and I do that. But still, whenever ranking comes and whenever I see the preference of the newly joined students, I see their preference, then I see of course, for all the North Indians, Delhi is the first choice. Otherwise, Bombay is the first choice. So that is very good. And yesterday, sir, I had a detailed interaction with all the faculty members and staff of NIFT Mumbai when I went to the campus, and I talked to them in detail. And they are a very good team of faculty here, sir, very good committed team. And some of them said, sir, we are associated with NIFT. Then gradually they said, no, we are a part of NIFT. And then finally it came that we are NIFT. So that is the thing. So instead of being associated with NIFT or being a part of NIFT, we are NIFT. So that is the spirit, and with that spirit, these graduating students are going out to the field. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Sri Shantamanu, for your most thought-provoking address and your warm sentiments. Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished chief guest, Sri Piyush Goyal, is a thoroughbred Mumbaikar. From his schooling at Don Bosco High School, to HR College of Commerce and Economics for his BCom, to the Government Law College for his LLB, where he finished with a silver medal at his batch, and then his chartered accountancy through the ICAI, where he secured the All India second rank, and then his master's degree. Shri Piyush Goyal is highly erudite, accomplished, and a dynamic personality. He gained great renown as a top-notch investment banker before he received a call to serve the country and its people through the medium of public service. He has left an indelible footprint of progress and excellence when he was Minister of Railways, in the Power and Coal and New Energies Ministries, and the Finance and Corporate Affairs Ministry. We see that footprint and legacy of excellence continue in his current portfolios, 5 of them, as Mr. Shantamanu mentioned. He is at present Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, and Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India, and Leader of the House in the Rajya Sabha. I shall now request our Chief Guest, Sri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister, to deliver the convocation address. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our Chief Guest, the Honorable Minister.
That was a rather long introduction and uncalled for. I think someday we'll have to relook at this whole convocation and get rid of all the speeches and have some fun conversation with the kids. But that I said would be someday. आज तो आपको झेलना पड़ेगा. Mr. Shantamanu, the Director General of NIFT, Professor Vandana Narang, Dean Academics of NIFT, Professor Dr. Godiwala, Campus Director, Professor Dr. Rupa Agarwal ji, Head Cluster, all the distinguished faculty members, and really the reason that we are all here, all the graduating students of NIFT Mumbai, a very, very big congratulations to all of you and my best wishes for an absolutely glorious career that awaits you as you come out from your college into the real world. I'm so delighted to be a part of this program, not only because I'm a Mumbaikar, but also because I see tremendous potential in the soft power that each one of you is representing, each one of you is taking back from you, from the NIFT education that you have all been privileged to get. And therefore, while I would have liked to be really coming to your campus and getting a feel of what you are doing, I was told the auditorium is still being constructed and we'll have to make do with this program today at Sophia College, Sophia Auditorium. But truly, I would look forward to visiting your campus, connecting with all of you, getting to know what you all are doing there. And I'm sure it must have been a delightful experience that each one of you enjoyed during the course of your education. Sometimes makes one pretty jealous of the fact that I personally never really experienced campus life. I was always a home bird studying from colleges as a day scholar. And that's something that always will remain as a little bit of a missing element in my life. But I believe all of you are very, very privileged to be students of NIFT Mumbai. I was trying to get an assessment of the rankings before I came here. Mr. Shantmanu alluded to that. But even though I'm a North Indian, मेरी कर्म भूमि जन्म भूमि सब मुंबई है, तो I would always give the first rank to the Mumbai NIFT. And as our young boy, Miss Verma, Mohit said, हम सब आपको झेल रहे हैं, मेरे भी दो बच्चे हैं आप लोग की उम्र के, तो बहुत मुश्किल होता है झेलना. But truly a outstanding institution which has made a mark for itself. And going forward, I'm sure each one of you will make this country proud for all the work that you will do, for all the achievements that I can see ahead of you. As Ralph Lauren had once said, I don't design clothes, I design dreams. And I think that was the mood that was reflected, that each one of you is a dreamer. You come up with new ideas, new concepts, new designs. Probably at some stage, each one of you will be helping Mumbai's Bollywood come up with new fashion, new clothing. I'm told one of your NIFT graduates has also designed the clothes for the famous wedding yesterday of Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor. It's a NIFT graduate, Sabyasachi, NIFT Kolkata. So when are we going to see some NIFT Mumbai graduates design the next big marriage in Bollywood? I'd love to know and hear about that in the near future. But as you start this new journey, all the 627 students, I think we'll all have to keep in mind a few basic elements that I hope you take back from your college. I hope you introduce in your own work, in your lives. And that is about creating a high standard of excellence in whatever work you do, whatever you pursue in your life. You are the future leaders of this country. Some of you may even become politicians. Some of you may join public service. Some of you may go all over the world internationally for further studies. You may work in India, you may work in other parts of the world. everywhere you go, every work that you do, you'll be an ambassador of NIFT, an ambassador of India. You'll be talking and telling and showcasing the India strength, the India story. And therefore, in whatever you do going forward, I would urge each of you to look at the highest standards of excellence, reflecting the rich tradition of India, reflecting our rich culture, our heritage, and the education that you have received in this wonderful institution. In fact, I was just now, while talking about the institute, I was told that the large number of students here are girls. The larger size of the batch are girls. And I think that sensitivity that each one of you represents, I'm sure the boys are also very sensitive, but I would think that all of you, as students of design, students who've worked with artisans, with weavers, who've gone for practical training probably to tribal areas, each one of you reflect a deep sensitivity. And that sensitivity will be showcased both in your designs, in the quality of the work that you do, and in also your effort to give back to your institution, to give back to your nation. I was hearing the pledge that you have just taken. By the way, why do you take the pledge twice? You want to reinforce whatever you are telling them and make sure that they follow those high ethics? All right. No, but I was hearing the pledge very carefully, and it does show that the expectation from each one of you is to maintain very high standards, very high ethics, but also become good citizens of the country. Give back to your nation, give back to the less privileged sections of society also. And therefore, this sensitivity, I think, is going to hold you in very, very big stead. It's going to be very important in your life, how you treat your workmen or women, how you treat the weavers with whom you'll be working, how you will ensure that they get a fair value for whatever work they are doing. And as you graduate into the real world, come out of the college, come out of the sphere of education, where to some extent we are protected. I think in the real world, these are the elements that will define or differentiate a NIFT graduate from any other young boy or girl who comes out of different colleges and is serving the field of fashion. Of course, graduation is a very, very bittersweet moment. It's sweet in the sense that you've completed your studies, you're going to get into the real world, experiment with your ideas, achieve outstanding results. But I'm sure you'll miss your colleagues, your fellow students, all the bonds of friendship, all the wonderful relationships that you've built up. I was wondering whether I will also get to taste that Maggie that Mohit was just talking about. Or do I have to come to the campus for that? But I believe you've been having some fun through your programs like Convergence, where it's all fun and frenzy and a lot of passion and pride. It's going to be very, very sweet memories that you will take back from the institution. And I have been appealing to all the alumni of NIFT, and that was the meetings that Shantamanuji was alluding to. I think as alumni of NIFT, do consider giving back to those who do not get a chance for such high quality education. Maybe adopt some cluster of weavers, maybe spend some time during the course of your year, a day a week, a day a month, maybe a day a quarter, whatever, in seeing how you can contribute to upskilling, reskilling of our workmen, how you can educate them to do their work better, how you can introduce elements of fashion to them, how you can help them improve their income levels, maybe by slight modifications on their design, better packaging, branding, marketing. These are areas which you as students of NIFT have got an exposure to. But there are millions of artisans in this country who would probably not understand the real value of their art. And I think as the privileged lot comes out of NIFT, you have an opportunity to give back to the real stakeholders of this industry. I'm sure NIFT graduates will also consider giving back to the organization. I've been suggesting that we should have more hybrid courses. We should have more courses where we have a mix of online and offline education so that more and more students can get the benefit of the high quality of education that NIFT offers you. I'm given to understand that from July, it has been planned to start some new courses for handloom weavers, for handicraft artisans, and these will be exclusive certificate courses which will be carried out in all the campuses. Possibly some part would be offline, some part would be at the campus, and in this, I think many of you could also contribute, could also help in designing the courses, help in making them very practically oriented, help by becoming teachers yourself for these handicraft artisans or handloom weavers who really deserve a better deal in their life also. And I would urge the alumni, I've requested Vandana ji and her team to reach out to the thousands of young boys and girls who have already graduated from NIFT over the last many years. And it'll be great if all of you also keep at the back of your mind some element of giving back to your institution, to your alma mater. In fact, whatever feedback I have received about the work that NIFT graduates do has been phenomenal. Many of you will become startup entrepreneurs. Many of you will set up your own design houses. Many of you will work for larger organizations. But I think collectively, we all, and it's the young boys and girls who are going to make that decision and who are going to make that dream come true. We have to see how we can make India the fashion capital of the world. We have all the skill sets. You are capable, you are competent, you know it can be done. You have the ideas, you have the artistic instinct in you. It's truly possible. And when I see such bright young boys and girls, when I see the good work that NIFT is doing, whether it's the India Size project or the Ustad project or the Vision XT project, all of these are going to be game changers in India. But whether we'll be able to take it to the last man across the country, whether we'll be able to take it to the nook and corners of the country, that would only be possible when all of you become a part of these movements. When that culture of recognizing talent, recognizing fashion becomes all-pervasive in the country, I have no doubt, given the track record of what some of our eminent designers, many of whom are also NIFT graduates, have done, I really believe that India should aspire to take our soft power across the world. We need many more startup entrepreneurs like your Mayank Tiwari, whom I think I got a chance to know more about him when I visited NIFT Delhi. He started the Resha Mandi. Manish Tiwari, he started a concept called Resha Mandi, in which he's tried to disrupt the silk supply chain through an app-based solution. And these are the kind of new ideas that I would encourage all of you to experiment with And as students of this wonderful institution, I do believe you have an excellent grounding or grooming to be able to achieve these outstanding results that is expected of each one of you. Journey ahead is going to be full of turbulent times also, but also a lot of satisfaction for the work that you will do. I hope many of you become job creators. I hope many of you create labels, create design houses, innovate, take an initiative to take India to the rest of the world, lead from the front in terms of engaging with modern technology, look at the overall sector and see how we can take it forward, how we can make this really something that goes across oceans and the world recognizes India as a fashion house. And I think we should, at some stage, also see whether fashion across the world can be defined by our Indian offerings. It's quite possible. I mean, I'd love to see the day when our sari or our salwar kameez or any of our indigenously designed products, what we saw outside, for example, the Kolhapuri chappals. It's something I've been telling my colleagues in the Commerce Ministry to focus on. I see no reason, looking at the beautiful designs of our Kolhapuri chappals, why we can't be doing billions of dollars of export of Kolhapuri chappals. They're comfortable, they're beautifully designed, they are quite long-lasting. I remember as a young college student, we used to go from college to Kolaba Causeway, which had a number of these Kolhapuri shops to buy Kolhapuri chappals. I don't know whether they still exist. I haven't ventured out for probably a few decades now that side. But I did have a chance to go to some place near Shirdi where the Paithani saris were being made. And this is about 10 or 12 years ago, even before I became a minister. And I do recall that it's very nice to see the work of art that our artisans are doing in the various parts of the country. And this is what should motivate us, drive us to really aspire big. I had at one occasion told the NIFT graduates, the alumni of the institution, that if each one of us comes up with new ideas, new thoughts, new ways of increasing the incomes of our weavers and artisans, and we keep a very modest target, even 1,000 rupee increase in their income every month can be really a game changer in their lives. And it's not difficult. If we apply our mind collectively, it will not be difficult to help our artisans and weavers increase their income at least by 1,000 rupees a month. And if we all were to collectively work towards that, we were to make it a mission of our life, each one of you could decide, you can say, I want to make only 5 weavers really become self-sufficient, their families earning good income, their children getting a good future, handhold them, support them, encourage them. We can really do wonderful work as a team. 627 students is really a huge, powerful body of individuals over the 2 years that you've completed your education. I'm happy to share with you that whereas earlier there were some concerns about the University Grants Commission recognition of our degree, we now have all our degrees. We had our design course was of course already UGC recognized, but now your Bachelor of Fashion Technology, your Master of Fashion Technology, and your Master of Fashion Management, all 3 degrees are also UGC recognized, which will give you a good opportunity as you go into the real world, maybe get into research, go for higher studies, take admission in universities across the world. I think the UGC recognition of this degree will also help you do better. I have left a small task for Vandana ji before I'll be leaving your wonderful program. Of course, I've come to Sophia Auditorium many times, but usually to see a play. This is a place where a lot of Hindi and Marathi and Gujarati English plays used to be held. And I used to live just a stone's throw. I could walk down from my house. Even now, I think I can walk down from my home. It's not too far, probably 300-400 meters from here or 500 meters from here. But those good old days of luxury of coming to watch plays is now over. But good to see a convocation being held in this wonderful location. But I've left behind a task with Madam Vandana ji, that if we can look at standardizing all the courses of fashion design being conducted all across the country, including in the private colleges, maybe something which will be worthwhile. You may like to take a call whether NIFT would head it or an independent body of experts can head it. But let's all try to bring in an element of uniformity and help improve the value of education that our students are getting. So wonderful to interact and meet with all of you. Sorry, thoda zyada gyan de diya, but I think it's an important occasion in your life. Good to see that you've changed from your gowns in this heat. It would have been terrible to wear that huge gown. But the flip side is they can't throw their hats into the... So maybe you'll have to look at some combos to give them an opportunity to enjoy getting out of the gowns. It's a lovely design that you've made, but there has to be some photo opportunity, which will be more exciting. Thank you very much, friends, for giving me this opportunity to meet with all of you. I pray and wish for your success. May God really bestow His finest and choicest blessings on all of you so that each one of you is a success story and makes this country really proud of your achievements. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Piyush Goyal, for your inspiring and insightful convocation address, your gracious presence here, for your good wishes and for being the warm and wonderful Mumbaikar as always. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, we'd like to announce and recognize the presence of Mrs. Meher Castellino, the diva of fashion sitting right there. Shri Piyush Goyal, she is a person who has really built up the fashion industry over the years when she first became the Feminine Miss India many, many years ago. And from there on, has written books about fashion that are part of the study curriculum of fashion institutes and curated many fashion shows herself. She's a member of the advisory board of several fashion institutes and a person who always believes in giving back to fashion. I call her the diva of fashion. Welcome, ma'am. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for you to graduate. Okay, you've been waiting for that for 4 years. Time is right now, the place is here. Oh, 6 years, okay, fine, I forgot the pandemic. It's like it never happened. Being here with all your energy is like it never happened. So that's what your energy does. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall begin with the class of 2020. The Best Academic Performance Awards, batch-wise, and the graduating batches. Let's begin with the class of 2020, Fashion Design. I'd like to request Ms. Shankalina Chaudhary, Assistant Professor and Center Coordinator, Fashion Design, to kindly come on stage together with the team. Professor Dr. Patricia Samod, Dr. Kundalata Mishra, Associate Professor, Ms. Sneha Bhatnagar, Assistant Professor, Ms. Shweta Rangnikar, Assistant Professor, Ms. Neena Lokare, Assistant Professor, Ms. Sangeeta Das Chaudhary, Assistant Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, could we have a round of applause as our faculty, as our teachers take the stage? I think they deserve at least that. The Best Academic Performance Fashion Design, Class of 2020 goes to Vaishali Dudeja. And I'll now call on stage the class of 2020, Astha Jain, Aishani Srivastav, Anaga Patil, Anisha Bagchandani, Anushka Nair, Arunima Jain, Avni Narayan, Bhavika Singla, Disha Indoria, Divya Murak, Elena Datta, Prashil Gangale, Neha Harwani, Hindvi Gadri, Imam Malik, Janvi Vikaria, Janvi Gohel, Kajol Sahu, Mapsurkar Komal, Mahima R. Khare, Megha Luthra, Megha Modi, Payal Parida, Preksha Vora, Quadrus Nicole, Riddhi Patel, Sakshi Surana, Sharon Brodricks, Shubhangi Nerate, Tanvi Nimai, Vidisha Goel, Aditi Mane, Akanksha Sharma, Ansi Sani, Anjali Bharti, Ashlesha Patil, Devesh Varma, Devashri, Dhanashri Kadlag, Harshin R, Isha Rege, Janvi Majithia, Komtar Carlo, Karan Junjunwala, Kriti Das, Kriti Shanbag, Medha Raj, Ojaswi, Shahai, Pritham P, Ruchita Kar, Saili Borkar, Sharon Sedana, Shivani Harne, Shivani Priya, Shreya Parashkar, Shilpita Gogoi, Kulkarni Swara, Vaishali Dudeja, Vasundhara Damija, and Yaikom Sushil. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2020, Fashion Design. And I shall now request the Center Coordinator, Ms. Shankhalina Chaudhary, Assistant Professor and Course Coordinator, to kindly receive the certificates of the graduating students on behalf of the entire class. Congratulations to the Fashion Design class of 2020. You are now graduates. Thank you. Photographers, can they leave? Thank you. We move on to textile design. I'll invite on stage the Center Coordinator, Mohammad Javed, Associate Professor, together with Professor Dr. Kislaya Chaudhary, Dr. Reena Agarwal, Associate Professor, Mr. Sandeep Kedile, Associate Professor, Dr. Akanksha Nautiyal, Assistant Professor, Mr. Nitin Rangadal, Assistant Professor, Mr. Sayandeep Debnath, Assistant Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, the best academic performance textile design class of 2020 goes to Bhakti Tulsian. Congratulations, Bhakti. And now let's welcome the entire class on stage. Aditya Kumbhare, Alang Krita, Anurag Singh, Aparna Pandey, Apurva Pandey, Ayushi, Bhakti Tulsian, Deepanshu Kumar, Drishti Jaggi, Isha Gaur, Garvi Rathod, Gayatri Gogoi, Harshita Chaudhary, Himakshi Devi, Juhi Nishad, Khushbu, Khushi Singhal, Kriti Bakshi, Lakshya Mahavar, Maitreya Arora, Muhammad Aftab, Paresha Bedi, Patankar Pradnya, Pragati Mohapatra, Preeti Goswami, Riddhi Yadav, Rima Hazowari, Samiksha Nagpal, Shimanshi Priya, Shivangi Makwana, Shrestha Roy, Siddhant Abhinav, Tanishk Jain, Vaibhavi Neorekar, Vidhi Palan. Okay, that's the entire class. The class of 2020 Textile Design, I shall request Associate Professor Mohammad Javed, the Center Coordinator, to kindly receive the graduation certificates on behalf of the entire class. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you. Okay, we move on to fashion communication. I'll invite the center coordinator, Ms. Sushmita Das, associate professor, to kindly come on stage, leading her team of teachers. Ms. Sushma Saitwal, associate professor. Mr. Vinesh Thapre, associate professor. Ms. Suruchi Banerjee Dashmana, assistant professor. And the award for the best academic performance, fashion communication, goes to Mihika Maheshwari. Congratulations, Mihika, as we welcome her classmates on stage. Ashima Kapoor, Abhisheka Bhatia, Akshay Raj Patil, Amrendra Singh, Anushka Khokar, Anuriti Sarkar, Avni Jain, Diksha Jagtap, Harshita Chahal, Kamdar Hitanshi, Kanishka Rastogi, Karthik Khemani, Krizan D'Souza, Mihika Maheshwari, Neha Harith, Niharika Mayuri, Nikita Singh Thapa, Nitya Baid, Nitya Paul, Rasika Marathe, Sandhya Yadav, Sanjana Urval, Sejal Balwada, Shreya Agarwal, Shreya Tingal, Shreyoshi Mitra, Shrishti Kundu, Abhishek Yadav, Aditi Patharia, Ankit Kumar, Anshima Yadav, Apeksha Dhavle, Beneet Kaur, Drishya Subramanyam, Ishani Jutani, Hansa Hatrote, Himani Singh, Kathleen Lancelot, Ketki Ujjankar, Lisa Meherman, Mohit Navya B. Anand, Ritika Lohia, Saloni Sultania, Samruddhi Jadhav, Sharmishta Samantha, Shreya Majumdar, S.K. Kunayan Afzal, Swakshari Somkumar, Tanya Khurana, and Vidushi Rai. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the class of 2020 Fashion Communication. May I request the center coordinator to kindly receive the certificates on behalf of the entire class from our distinguished minister and our guests. Ms. Sushmita Das, associate professor, to receive the certificates on behalf of the entire class. Congratulations to our graduating batch as we welcome our next department, Knitwear Design. I'll request Mr. Abhishek Bajaj, Center Coordinator and Assistant Professor, to kindly come on stage with his team. Associate Professor, Mr. Dhanraj Survase, Associate Professor, Bhavna Dubey, Assistant Professor, Tulika Tandon. And the award for the best academic performance, Knitwear Design class of 2020, goes to Yashvi Bothra. Congratulations, Yashvi. And let's welcome her classmates on stage: Aditi Gada, Akanksha Varma, Anuja Mulik, Arzita Borgai, Ashika P, Avi Roy, Charu Saini, Heth Tanna, Jolly Kujur, Lisa Jarwal, Meenakshi Karmchandani, Neha Pavaskar, Nikita Jain, Nishita Jain, Palak Gupta, Parushi Garg, Pranita Jampal, Preeti Kadam, Rashmi Giri, Rajendra, Renu Yadav, Ria Rajiv, Richa Saini Sagar, Saloni Agarwal, Sheldon Bhutia Wangmo, Shreya Modi, Gajarmal Shruti, Stevina Rachel Jacob, Tanushka Jagtap, Udita Sonavane, Utkarsha Vatkar, Solanki Vasundhara, and Yashvi Bothra. The class of 2020 Knitwear Design, I commend them to your applause. And I shall request Mr. Abhishek Bajaj, Center Coordinator, to kindly come and receive the certificates from our honored guests. Congratulations to our graduating batch. We now move on to accessory design. I shall request Mr. Shripadi Bhatt, Center Coordinator and Assistant Professor, to kindly lead his team on stage. Mr. Kumar Sudipta, Assistant Professor, Mr. Somnath Mane, Assistant Professor, Ms. Pallavi Rani, Assistant Professor, Ms. Madhupriya, Assistant Professor, and Dr. Harish Banga, Assistant Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, the best academic performance accessory design goes to Sunaina Dash. Congratulations, Sunaina. And let's welcome our team on stage, the students of this class, Arushi Agrawal, Akanksha Motwani, Annu Kumari, Anurati Saxena, Arushi Bhavya Mathur, Bhumika Singh, Garasia Chittali Ben, Garima Chauhan, Khyati Garg, Kirti Kumari, Abhimanyu Kumar Saxena, Manvi Mehta, Megha Chattani, Mithul Jain, Namisha Kapil, Pralakshi Gangwar, Pranjal Gogoi, Prerna Bele, Priya Varma, Rini Ravi, Mansi Sadhu, Sakshi Singh, Shukla Sartak, Shivani Patil, Sugandh Makwana, Sumit Sharma, Sunaina Dash, Suryansh Sharma, Varshika Agarwal, and Yuthika Sharma. Ladies and gentlemen, I commend the class of 2020 accessory design to your applause. I shall request our center coordinator, Mr. Shripadi Bhatt, to kindly receive the certificates from the Honorable Minister. Congratulations to our new graduates. Thank you. We move on to Bachelor of Fashion Technology, and I'll request Mr. Nitin U. Salve, Center Coordinator, Assistant Professor, to kindly come on stage, together with Professor Dr. Jomichan Pathachil, Dr. Ranjan Kumar Saha, Professor, Ms. Kavita Pathare, Associate Professor, Ms. Aboli Naik, Associate Professor, and Dr. Rashmi Thakur, Assistant Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for the best academic performance, fashion technology, goes to Astha Sharma. Congratulations, Astha, as we welcome your classmates on stage. Adish Jain, Astha Sharma, Abhishek Nirala, Aditya Dravid, Akshay Ganesh, Amandeep Singh, Amitesh Ranjan, Amrita, Anshuman Arya, Astuti Khan, Devesh Kumar, Akash Gaikwad, Ishika Sharma, Kanika Patel, Madhur Sharma, Meghna Varma, Nikita Bansiwal, Prachi, Pratiksha Pimparkar, Rakshit Shankar, Raktima Mitra, Richa Kumari, Rishi Raj, Sanvritti Rana, Samya Gautam, Sheetal Chaudhary, Shivani Gupta, Shubham, Shrishti Gupta, and Tanaya Deshpande. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2020 apparel production. A warm round of applause as I invite Mr. Nitin U. Salve, Center Coordinator, Assistant Professor, to kindly receive the certificates for this class from the Honorable Minister. Congratulations to the class of 2020. We move on to Master of Design. I'll request Mr. Nitin Kulkarni, Center Coordinator and Associate Professor, Dr. Sharmila Dua, Professor Dr. Rupa Agrawal, Head Cluster, and Dr. Rashmi Gulati, Associate Professor, to kindly come on stage as we invite our graduates forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Academic Performance Award, Master of Design Space, goes to Namrata Singh. Congratulations, Namrata, and welcome the class of 2020 on stage. Aarti Barde, Atmika, Aveg Kunal, Akanksha, Anushka Yadav, Anuja Sukhwal, Archie Soni, Bhavika Ghate, C. Swati, Pranjali Dahale, Deepshika Jangid, Dhirendra Kumar, Divij Deswal, Khushbu, Madhumita Jain, Manisha Trivedi, Megha Muskan Agrawal, Namrata Singh, Neha Singh, Nikesh Nagdeote, Parul Dang, Purvi Tandon, Pragya Sharma, Praveen Devangan, Rishab, Shivangi Garg, Suchitra Khaka, Suhani Sridhar, B. Sumedha, and Velisetti Mukesh Saicharan. Ladies and gentlemen, Master of Design class of 2020, please put your hands together for this wonderful class. As I invite Associate Professor Mr. Nitin Kulkarni to kindly come up and receive the certificates from the Honorable Minister. Congratulations to the graduating class. We move on to Master in Fashion Management, and I'll invite on stage Dr. Sonali Saldana, Center Coordinator, MFM and Associate Professor, Dr. Sushil Raturi, Associate Professor, Dr. Lipi Chaudhary, Dr. Tanmay Khandekar, Associate Professor, Mr. Sachin Bhatnagar, Assistant Professor, Mr. Yashwant Misale, Assistant Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for Best Academic Performance, Master of Fashion Management, goes to Prerna Jain. Let's put our hands together for her. She is not here at present, tied up otherwise in honorable pursuits, so we'll put our hands together for her as I invite the class on stage. Afrin Ansari, Atrey Das, Aishwarya Chandok, Aishwarya Jain, Alice Sharon Tigga, Bharat Sikri, Devanshri Avinash Pantawane, Dillu Paul, Ekta Raj, Gulshan Parup, Kirti Kunal Kundra, Madhu Shilpi Mins, Meghalaya Arora, Mokish Khan, Namisha Chandra, Prerna Jain, Radhe Mutha, Ria Segal, Rucha Jitewar, Rupal Mohita, Samiksha P. Gonge, Sana Atika Rashid, Lavanis Shivani, Shraddha Kulkarni, Shreya Agarwal, Shruti Raghuvanshi, Shweta Palve, Smriti Behel, Smriti Thukral, Shedwaikar Smriti Umesh, Sonal Agarwal, Stuti Mehrotra, Sankhala Vijay Kumar Shyamsundar, and Vrinda. Ladies and gentlemen, Master of Fashion Management, please put your hands together for this, the graduating class. I shall request Dr. Sonali Saldana, Center Coordinator and Associate Professor, to kindly receive the graduating class certificates from the Honorable Minister. Congratulations to our class, our graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have two very special awards for the class of 2020. The first is the NIFT Extraordinary Service Award. And this goes to Ms. Nimisha Kapil of Accessory Design. NIFT Extraordinary Service Award, Nimisha Kapil of Accessory Design Department. Congratulations, Nimisha, on bagging the NIFT Extraordinary Service Award. And ladies and gentlemen, the big award for the class of 2020, the NIFT Student of the Year, goes to Mohit Verma, Fashion Communication. Well, Mohit is truly a communication person. We saw that when he spoke on your behalf. Give him a huge round of applause. With that, we come to the end of the awards for the class of 2020 and move directly into the awards for the class of 2021, the graduating class. We go all over again with the Department of Fashion Design. I'll request Ms. Sankalina Chaudhary, Assistant Professor and Center Coordinator Fashion Design, to kindly come on stage together with Professor Dr. Patricia Samod, Professor Dr. Kundalata Mishra, Ms. Sneha Bhatnagar, Assistant Professor, Ms. Shweta Rangnagar, Assistant Professor, Ms. Neena Lokare, Assistant Professor, and Ms. Sangeeta Das Chaudhary, Assistant Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Academic Performance Fashion Design class of 2021 goes to Javeri Hitanshi Parag. Congratulations to Hitanshi. As I invite your classmates on stage, Ayushi Garodia, Aditi Nair, Amrit Anand, Ariella Mankar, Devri Bhairavi, Bhupendra Karbade, Carolyn Elizabeth Manesh, Hiral Doshi, Ipshit Sarkar, Ishita Bampal, Apurva Jadhav, Janisha Shah, Kajol Podar, Kanupriya Yadav, Ketki Antapurkar, Anusha Mary MJ, Nandini Gatani, Nikita Das, Nishita Khanna, Purnima Suryavanshi, Priyanka Das Gupta, Ritu Kumari, Rupal Joshi, Sakshi Bhatt, Sanjana Maiti, Sarita Joshi, Sheetal Udayan, Shreya Bansal, Sonali Adhikari, Shrishti Bangar, Tanvi Singh, Visha Lakshmi Sonavane, Sayali Adhat, Ananya Praveen, Ashleen Tuteja, Bhakti Chabra, Deveja, Hitanshi Javeri, Ishika Panda, Ishita Srivastava, Jean Grace Jensen, Jyotsna Negi, Kanupriya Gupta, Karnika Mohata, Lakshmi Ramachandran, Neha Lathi, Nikita Pandit, Ocean Mishra, Priyal Nikam, Rajalakshmi Das, Rose Upreti, Saili Nagrale, Samriddhi Sharma, Sarvotama Chakravati, Saili Shah, Shikha Suresh Kalathil, Shweta Deshmukh, Shrilya R, Sunaina Ketan, Tanya Rawat, Yamini Jaiswal, and Gayatri Bala. Okay. Have you all settled in? Okay. Congratulations to the class of 2020 fashion design, 2021 fashion design. I'll request Ms. Sankalina Chaudhary, Assistant Professor and Center Coordinator, to kindly receive the certificates on behalf of the class of 2021 from the Honorable Minister. We have 62 graduating students out here. Congratulations to the class of 2021, fashion design. We move on to textile design. I'll request Mohammad Javed, Associate Professor and Center Coordinator, to kindly come on stage with his team. Dr. Reena Agrawal, Associate Professor, Professor Dr. Kisle Chaudhary, Mr. Sandeep Kedile, Associate Professor, Dr. Akanksha Nautiyal, Assistant Professor, Mr. Nitin Rangdal, Assistant Professor, Mr. Sayandeep Debnath, Assistant Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with the Best Academic Performance Award, Textile Design, Class of 2021. And would you believe it? We have a three-way tie. Please welcome Pankti Nilesh Patil, Raka Das, and Ritika Mondal, our three winners who have tied for the Best Academic Performance Award. Miss Raka Das, and Miss Ritika Mondal. Congratulations to Pankti, Raka, and Ritika. And please welcome the class on stage as well. Aditi Bansal, Aditi Sharma, Akanksha Dubey, Akanksha Mishra, Ankita Borghai, Devika Pramod Kembhavi, Divya Singh, Diwakar Prachi Mahindra, Dreamy Doli, Harikishan Kumar, Himanya Singh, Shrutika Jadhav, Jyoti Maurya, Nasimul Haq, Nilesh, Pankti Nilesh Patil, Pragya Yadav, Priyanka Chaudhary, Rajvi Vadhera, Raka Das, Ritika Mandal, Ria Kothari, Seher Alvi, Sanchi Gupta, Damle Sanika Ashish, Sanjana Varma, Shefali Singh, Kemkar Shilpa Sanjay, Smriti Rajput, Sri Lakshmi Sanal, Surbi Saloni, Tanvi Loke, Tejasvi Kathe, and Kompalli Vaishnavi Venkatram. Congratulations to the class of 2021 Textile Design. I'll request Mr. Mohammad Javed, Center Coordinator and Associate Professor, to kindly receive the certificates on behalf of the class. Congratulations to all our young textile designers. We move on to the Department of Fashion Communication. I'll request Ms. Sushmita Das, Center Coordinator and Associate Professor, Ms. Sushma Saitwal, Associate Professor, Mr. Vinesh Tapre, Associate Professor, Ms. Surupji Banerjee Dhasmana, Assistant Professor, to kindly come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, for Fashion Communication Class of 2021, the best academic performance comes from Radhika Garg. Please welcome our students. Congratulations to Agde, and let's welcome our students. Aditi Dimri, Aishwarya Garge, Anusha Jain, Avinav Khandwe, Bijoita Tae, Deepshika Shetole, Dia Basu, Gargi Sherwat, Abdul Ghaya Kabir, Madhusmita Kalo, Maitri Deshmukh, Sanjay Mansi Patel, Namrata Sanyal, Pahini Agarwal, Parishmita Das, Rama Kulkarni, Ria Bhagat, Saloni Prasad, Sabia Ali, Shriya Agrawal, Siddharth Singhawane, Suryat Tapa Das, Tejal Mittal, Vedika Gupta, Arushi Garg, Ashni Bagadia, Adrish Kamal Sen, Akshita Gupta, Arga Biswas, Bhumika Dubey, Dipali, Rixon Faisal, Gaurav Singh, Kritika Sharma, Mehek Kinsavra, Meghna Sanghani, Pallavi Jain, Radhika Garg, Risha Bhosle, Rucha Bajaj, Saloni Mapsikar, Cheryl Raj Sonkar, Shrutika Chogle, Supriya Antapurkar, Tanvi Agarwal, Ustad Kharbanda, and Yukti Motwani. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2021 Fashion Communication. May I request Ms. Sushmita Das, Center Coordinator and Associate Professor, to kindly receive the certificates on behalf of the entire class. Congratulations to this class of graduates. We move on to the Department of Knitwear Design. I'll request Mr. Abhishek Bajaj, Center Coordinator and Assistant Professor, Mr. Dhanraj Survase, Associate Professor, Ms. Bhavna Dubey, Associate Professor, and Ms. Tulika Tandon, Assistant Professor, to kindly come on stage as I announce the Best Academic Performance Award for Knitwear Design. It goes to Vedika Vora. Congratulations, Vedika. And we'd like to invite the class on stage, Akanksha Gautam, Ashni Tulsian, Anisha Olive Topno, Arghya Rai, Ashna Avinash Troti, Bhairavi Shende, Shivranjani Bhandarkar, Chingbia Kyo, Durgesh Rane, Ishana Verma, Shubham Garware, Isha Gupta, Sandeep Khushi, Urja Kumbhare, Mayuri Mahajan, Muskan Krishnan, Amina Panvelwala, Prija Prasannan, Rahul Kumar, Nandini Raj, Rajni Oja, Bria Bini, Riddhi Sethia, Ria Man, Saloni Bichare, Sanika Joshi, Sanju Malik, Satyam Kumar, Saurabh Dhende, Sharmin Bagde, Krishna Shivangi, Shreya Juneja, Stuti Singhania, Vani Murmu, Vedika Vikram Vora, Basta Zahra Abdali, and Lalit Mohan Naik. Let's hear it for the class of Knitwear Design, class of 2020. I'd like to invite Mr. Abhishek Bajaj, Center Coordinator and Assistant Professor, to kindly receive the certificates for the entire class from the Honorable Minister. Congratulations. We move on to accessory design, and I'll invite the faculty on stage, led by Mr. Shripati Bhatt, Center Coordinator and Assistant Professor, Mr. Kumar Sudipta, Assistant Professor, Mr. Somnath Mane, Assistant Professor, Ms. Pallavi Rani, Assistant Professor, Ms. Madhupriya, Assistant Professor, and Dr. Harish Banga, Assistant Professor. The award for the best academic performance goes to Natasha Singh Turkar. Congratulations, Natasha. And let's invite your classmates to join you on stage. Arushi Agrawal, Akanksha Motwani, Anu Kumari, Anurati Saxena, Arushi, Bhavya Mathur, Bhumika Singh, Chitali Ben Garasia, Garima Chauhan, Khyati Garg, Kirti Kumari, Abhimanyu Kumar, Saxena, Manvi Mehta, Megha Chattani, Mitul Jain, Nimisha Kapil, Pralakshmi Gangwar, Pranjal Gogoi, Prerna Bhele, Priya Varma. These are the wrong names I had. Okay, we will try and get those names. You take your photographs, we'll get the correct list. Okay, it happens, we've got 16 lists out here. Okay, so, and we will announce the names before we break. Okay, so we will announce your names loud and clear, and I'll go very slow this time to make it up to you. That list will come to me. In the meanwhile, please smile, your photographs, and I'll request Mr. Shripati Bhatt, Center Coordinator and Assistant Professor, to kindly receive the certificates on behalf of the entire class. Okay, we move on to Bachelor of Fashion Technology. I'll request Mr. Nitin U. Salve, Center Coordinator and Assistant Professor, to kindly join us on stage together with his team. Professor Dr. Jomichan Pathatil, Professor Dr. Ranjan Kumar Saha, Associate Professor Ms. Kavita Pathare, Associate Professor Ms. Aboli Naik, Assistant Professor Dr. Rashmi Thakur. Ladies and gentlemen, for fashion technology, the best academic performance award goes to Tejas Vilas Shirore. Congratulations, and I can see 30 of our young graduates keeping their fingers crossed. Do I have the right names this time or not? Okay, let's try. Abhijit Kumar. Yes? Okay, fine. This is the right list. Abhishek Kumar, Anushka More, Ashish Bhuwania, Kankam Patti Dharani, Dhruv Sahani, Gagan Singhvi, Harshraj, Kajal Nandan, Kirti Reddy, Manit Reddy, Kunal Jain, Meenal Sharma, Mridula S. Grandhi, Nilaksh Apte, Neeraj Dhaka, Nikhil Kumar, Nishant Kumar Raman, Pankhuri Srivastava, Pooja Gupta, Paushali Khan, Ravikant, Doshi Sachi Sapan, Soumya Sharma, Selina Samiksha Mins, Sheshank Anand, Shiksha Singh, Sushwalini Shadangi, Tanya Meena, Taruna, Tejas Vilas Shirore, and Vishal Kumar Sahu. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our class of 2021. I'll request Mr. Nitin U. Salve, Center Coordinator, to kindly come and receive the certificates from the Honorable Minister for the entire class. Congratulations to our Bachelor of Fashion Technology department out there. We move on to Master of Design. I'll request Mr. Nitin Kulkarni, Center Coordinator, Master of Design, and Associate Professor, to kindly come on stage together with Dr. Rupa Agrawal, Professor and Head Cluster, Dr. Rashmi Gulati, Associate Professor, Ladies and gentlemen, the best academic performance, Master of Design Space. The award goes to Jaya Advani. Congratulations to Jaya, and please welcome your classmates on stage with you. Ratnaparki Aditya Deepak, Afrin Naushad, Anjali Bhati, Anuradha Rajkumari, Damini Kokardekar, Ishita Sarkar, Jatin Khanna, Jaya Advani, Jayesh Kullu, Kamalika Bhattacharji, Karti Babu SL, Kriti Aditi, Manishika Trikha, Mona Kumari, Monia Umbre, Nakshatra Pramod, Neha, Nija Nair, Prajina Sherpa, Kharidia, Preksha Jignesh Kumar, Richa Pal, Rituparna Roy Chaudhary, Sarbani Mukherjee, Shakti Rupa Rai, Shreya Mishra, Sriji Yadav, Siddhak Sodhi, Simpi Rani Gulghat, Srinidhi Narayanan, Surabhi Swagatam De, Tanvi Kotian, Meshram Tejaswini Ulhas, Tushar Jaiswal, and Vriti Mehta. Ladies and gentlemen, the Master of Design class of 2021, I commend them to your applause. And I shall request Mr. Nitin Kulkarni, Associate Professor for and Center Coordinator, to kindly receive the certificates for the entire class from our Honorable Minister. We move on to Master of Fashion Management, Dr. Sonali Saldana. Associate Professor, could you please lead your team up on stage? Dr. Sushil Raturi, Professor, Dr. Lippi Chaudhary, Associate Professor, Dr. Tanmay Khandekar, Associate Professor, Mr. Sachin Bhatnagar, Assistant Professor, Mr. Yashwant Misale, Assistant Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, for the Master of Fashion Management, the best academic performance goes to Devika Dewan. Congratulations, Devika. As we welcome your classmates on stage, Adyasha Naik, Anisha Perumbal, Ankita Arora, Bhagyashri Deshpande, Chanchal Verma, Devika Dewan, Disha Saraf, Garima Dikshit, Gatha Dhingra, Gaurav Kumar, Harsh Shah, Janvi Baveja, Kanika Gurguntikar, Abhijit Kankaria, Khushbu, Kinjal Gupta, Komal Verma, Lavisha Verma, Lubna Hamdule, Mehak Chaudhary, Nisha Devekar, Nisha Topno, Nupur Anturkar, Radhika Raj, Rageshwari Kadage, Roshni Chadda, Meghna Salu, Bishnoy Shagun, A. Shanmugapriya, Shilpa Das, Shivam Rawal, Shubhani Malhotra, Simran Goel, Simran Nakwana, Soni Sharan, Shrishti Kharab, Sumedha Agrawal, Rachel Sumoria Bilung, Tanmay Jindal, Tanya Ann Gigi, Vidisha Jain and Yashika Harayan. Ladies and gentlemen, Master in Fashion Management, the class of 2021. Could we have a round of applause for them, please? As I invite Dr. Sonali Saldana, Associate Professor and Center Coordinator, to kindly receive the certificates from the Honorable Minister on behalf of the entire class. Congratulations to the class. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our big two awards for the class of 2021. The first is the NIFT Extraordinary Service Award. The NIFT Extraordinary Service Award for the class of 2021 goes to Natasha Narendra Singh Turkar of Accessory Design. Natasha Narendra Singh Turkar, NIFT Extraordinary Service Award. She's from the Department of Accessory Design. Natasha, wherever you are, someone get a message to Natasha that she is being honored here and a winner of one of the prestigious prizes. Okay, we move on to our next award. Our next award is the big award of the year. It is the NIFT Student of the Year Award for 2021. And the award goes to Deveja, Fashion Design. Okay, we've got the names of the accessory design students. The names I could not announce earlier, and I will announce them there. Ashita Jain, Ashwini Singh, Atharva Mayankar, Balmukund Sharma, Paropkari Rajendra, Bharat Kumar M, Divya Vardarajan, Janvi Patil, Kanika Agrawal, Kumud Mardi, Laudip Shivare, Mehek Mangal, Manav Bhavsar, Mihika Avinash Shah, Natasha Narendra Singh, Pranita Deshmukh, Padmasali Pranoti Dilip, Rajkumar Pawar, Reet Batla, Riddhi Mundra, Suryavanshi Ritika Suresh, Kamle Rutuja Balkrishna, Thulir SS, Sahil Kumar, Khadgi Sakshi Raju, Shreya Nath, Prajapati Shrishti Ravindran, Gokle Tanvi Kedar, Sultim Sangmo Serdup, Vrutika Anil Tenani, Abjit Kumar again, Anushka More, Ashish Bhuwania, Kanakapati Dharani, Dhruv Sahani, Gagan Singhi, Harshraj, Kajal Kumar Nandan, Keti Reddy, Manit Reddy, Kunal Jain. Finished? Okay, Meenal Sharma, Mridula S. Grandi, Nilaksh Apte, Neeraj Dhaka, Nikhil Kumar, Nishant Kumar, Pankhuri Srivastava, Pooja Gupta, Paushali Khan, Ravikant, and yeah, I think that's the end. Okay, so sorry about that mix-up, but we did try and announce your names. Okay, Natasha is here. Natasha? Ladies and gentlemen, NIFT Extraordinary Service Award, Natasha Narendra Singh Turkar. Natasha from Accessory Design. Congratulations, Natasha. Ladies and gentlemen, with that we come to the end of all the awards and distribution of graduation certificates. I shall request Professor Dr. Rupa Agarwal to kindly propose a vote of thanks.
Sir, I also need to adjust. Okay. Yeah, I'm very honored to be proposing the vote of thanks, but it also means that it's the end of a very special ceremony and an occasion for all of you and all of us. On behalf of director, faculty, and staff, the entire NIFT family, I would like to express gratitude to the dignitaries and special guests that have joined us today. This is a special and memorable day in the lives of all the new graduates. Honorable Minister, Shri Piyush Goyal ji, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, but very importantly for us, Honorable Minister of Textiles. Sir, it is a great honor to have you grace this event. And you have just given us so much food for thought, so we really try and make your vision a reality. As head cluster, the pointed ideas that you've given about students, giving ideas and upskilling and all of that will definitely take forward, sir. Sri Shantamanu, IAS, Development Commissioner, Handicraft, but again, very importantly to us, our motivating and very inspiring leader, Director General NIFT. Thank you, sir, for joining us on this special day. Professor Dr. Vanna Narang, Dean Academics, NIFT. Thank you, ma'am. I thank all the alumni, industry, and media professionals here today. And I convey heartfelt acknowledgement for all the parents' contribution and cooperation in the entire journey of these young men and women here. Due to present circumstances, they were not able to join us physically, though they are with us in spirit. I would also like to take a moment to express gratitude to the human spirit which prevails through the most trying times we've had in the past 2 years. The smiling, confident faces that we see here today is the testimony to this indomitable human spirit. Sincere wishes for a glorious future to all the students of batch 2020 and 2021. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Rupa Agrawal. Ladies and gentlemen, all good things come to an end, but it ends with the tribute to our motherland. May I request all of you to kindly rise for the national anthem.
चल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Students, could you please take your seats as our dignitaries take leave of us? Can we put our hands together for all our dignitaries, very especially our chief guest, Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India. Someone who has really, really lit up this wonderful occasion and our convocation today. Students, please do stay seated, stay in your places. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, someone has left a set of car keys here. It's with me, so if any of you have come by car and don't want to go back by car, please give me the papers. Okay, students, dinner is organized at Jade Garden, at the Jade Garden. There are 5 buses right outside the hall waiting for you to take you to Jade Garden, okay? So the moment you finish, make sure you take all your belongings with you. Make sure you take all your belongings with you. Move to the buses and you will be taken to Jade Garden for dinner. Thank you. Someone's car keys were left behind. They are with me right now.